Your vote?
Your
Your
future.
Your
future.
Ba't delete?
Ain't no love like a real love, but it goes so fast. All tied up like a captive. I'm on to you.
Your vote?
your future. We are co-voterists. We created an application for the storing of the voters' registration data. We added security features based on the four protection mechanisms, namely deterrence, prevention, detection, and response.
This is our system. As you can see, we have the login button and register button. First, we are going to register. The Laravel email verification will go to your Gmail, and then clicking the verified email address, you will go to the try logging in using the email that we have used. The Laravel Jetstream also has the login throttling, wherein that if you enter the password wrong in 5 to 6 times, there will be a login throttling where you will have a 1 minute.
Ay, ganyan siya.
There will be a prompt that
Ah,
there are too many login attempts, so please try again in 39 seconds. As you can see, the address is not found.
Register with Google. So, after clicking register with Google, it will prompt you to enter your Google account.
yan na yun, yung verification.
Okay. Try to register with Microsoft. So, please click the Microsoft button. Ayan. Ayun. Used upon registering. So, you check for the email. There you go. Now click the verify. You can see that you are now redirected to the dashboard. The profile management to the upper right. And to enter the profile management, you will be required to enter your password. And now, please scroll down until you see the two-factor authentication. And to use this feature, you must install in your mobile phone the application.
um, encrypted, meaning it is cannot be in, cannot be interfered by the hacker because all of the data are scrambled. So next, go. So now we will go to hashing on URL under deterrence in protection mechanism, wherein hashing is a process of transforming a string of characters into a shorter fixed value or a key that represents the original string. Hashing gives more secure and adjustable method of retrieving data compared to any other data structure. It is quicker than searching for lists and arrays. So in short, it is secure because it hides the actual ID in the database, which is I it is the reason why ID are the ones that use um, in SQL injection. So now we will just point it out the show button, just point it out the mouse there. You will see that there is a hashing of URL in under registrants in the URL. Yeah. So meaning it hides the actual ID number, which is 1. So it is helpful for us to hide the ID in the URL because it is a source of um, attack that the hackers use in hacking the user's information, like such as the XSS attack and SQL injection. So done. Um, so now we will go to Jetstream profile management under response in protection mechanism. So now we will go to forgot your password. There is an option there, forgot your password, and then it will send a um, email.
Now let's try checking the section of our system browser session. So as you can see here, we just need to type the we just need to type the password. And inside the profile information, this is where the browser session is located. And as you can see, there is a Windows Edge there that is using the program at the moment. It's because we are currently using this website from a Microsoft Edge website or web page. So if ever there is a website or a web page that is opening the system or the program from a different location or like a different web page, we can just click the log out other browser sessions so that we can eliminate or remove those users. Now moving forward, let's talk about the error handling or the what we call Laravel logging. So error handling can be seen as a way of like providing resilience to our application. It allows the application to continue to behave normally even when things go wrong, but at the same time report what went wrong. So if let's just imagine if we get like an exception message when trying to access the external API due to its unavailability at some point, or we get a database connection exception, which will most likely to lead to a exception message. We wouldn't want our application to become unusable or behave unexpectedly due to these scenarios. So it should still function properly by giving a predefined response adhering to the expected response format or structure of the application. And this is a good practice because the system being down should not mean that every other system or feature in our deployment infrastructure should be down or inaccessible. Rather, our application should still be accessible and respond normally, but report that something went wrong in a presentable manner and behavior. And while logging, it is a means of auditing or keeping track of every activity that has taken place in the application or system. This is crucial as this can tell us the activities that took place at any particular point in time during the life cycle of the application. And there are quite a number of approaches to implementing this, but now let's try to do a demonstration of logging. So as you can see here, if you're looking at the screen right now, there is a data called named as Apple, and this is not part or supposedly part of the program. So this is basically an input, which is an error in the code. And let's see running the program, the registrations table section, if it will work the same way as it is. So as you can see, if you're looking at our screen right now, there is an error exception, which is an undefined variable data. Instead of the user contacting the admins or like the developers of the system if ever they got this kind of error, we decided to just use a more easier process, which is through Slack notifications by implementing the Slack API webhooks. So as you can see here on our screen, there is this what we call the error reporter, which is included in the Slack application that we have said a while ago through Slack API webhook. So basically, Slack is like a Discord or like a Microsoft Team application wherein business people most likely talks or discuss different matters, and they go here most likely to know if there is an error to the system. They use it to get notified with the installed feature error detecting with an alarm. So they use the creator of this application use webhooks in the Slack API so that we can connect the main application to this Slack application. If we look closely to the screen right now, we can see an error report message that says undefined variable data that we have encountered a while ago, which is the problem that we have done, and also discussed the error lines, like the lines that we have put a mistake on. And through this, we can easily solve this error easily because we already know where the problem had occurred. So basically, the summary of logging is that it is important because it helps to centralize the collection of data that allows your team to have like a visibility across your entire security network. It also automated categorization of data for comprehensive information that is easily understood. It also has an easy searchable logs that allow your IT team to investigate relevant data and learn from past events. It also has advanced capabilities to detect unusual behavior and alert qualified personnel about potential threats. And lastly, it has an improved system performance with the ability to quickly detect system errors and immediately begin repairs. So through that, error handling or solving those errors will become more easily done by the developers.
Another security feature of our application is the Teams invitation and designation feature. Top right, user navigation drop-down menu. So let's just click that, and you'll see there three options or the menu. Team settings, create new team, and which indicates that you are in your own team. Here you'll see the team name, and next one you can also add a team member, collaborate with the other members so that you can create successful work or task you are doing. So member that you want to put in this, assign them a role or a permission. It's either administrator or editor. So that we're talking about have their own permissions and or have their own authorizations. So let's talk about first the administrator. So the administrator can create, read, update, and delete the data in our application. So the administrator can perform any action that he or she wants. And then the editor, the role permission or the authorization of the editor is to only read and edit the data in the application. So it says here that the editor users have the ability to read and update the data in the application. After adding the or inputting the email address of the person that you want to collaborate with, you will see here another section in the team settings which says pending team invitations. So in they may join the team by accepting the mail invitations. So as you can see, we're now in the Gmail account of melchizedek.recalde@gmail.com and receive the team invitation coming from Juan's team or Juan de la Cruz. Here that about earlier, the instruction, if the user has no account, registered account, he has the choice to create an account, and if there is already an account registered, then that person can already accept the invitation without really creating an account again. Clicking the create account button in the instruction of the team invitation email coming from Juan de la Cruz's team, then we need to register an account since we do not have any account yet. So let's try to put my name here and click register. We have now received the verify email address email coming from the vote.ph. Then there's an instruction there. Then we just need to click the verify email address. Clicking the verify email address in the email, see that we now have two teams. So one is for one's team and second is the Melchizedek's team. We're currently in the Melchizedek's team, but we want to go to one's team because this is where we have the authorization, or this is where we have the permissions, the read and edit permissions. As you can see here in the team settings, member of Juan de la Cruz's team, go to the registrants table. So you need to confirm your password before you can continue to access the information. So this is what we call the password confirmation. Then once authenticated, we are now being directed to the registrants table.